Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 2. Infinity Ward has made an oopsie. In fact, I also made an oopsie because this was straight up in the patch notes yesterday and I just scrolled right past it, didn't even read it, didn't even know it was happening, but good God. I think this really goes to show that the developers have such a disconnect from the actual player base and what actually happens within the game itself, because since the launch of the game with the revamped perk system, as you guys know, I mean, the perks now are just way less valuable than they were before. You have 2 perks at the very beginning of the game, you get another perk partway through the game, and then towards the end you get your ultimate perk, right? It's a situation where they're just reinventing the wheel for essentially no reason, and the perks that we have to start the game with are not very good. I mean, we have the equivalent of flak jacket and the equivalent of tactical mask, so that's kind of good, but a lot of people just run overkill, whether it's a shotgun on their back, or maybe they want to have a sniper with an assault rifle or a submachine gun on their back, or maybe they just want to have a riot shield on their back and be annoying as hell, as if we did not learn how horrible that was last year during Call of Duty Vanguard. During Vanguard, the riot shield on the back caused so many hit detection glitches and it was super annoying to deal with, and just even having people constantly running around and not being able to shoot them in the back is frustrating because there's really no penalty for them having that shield on their back. Like, sure, they used a perk to do it, but in reality, you know, the other perks in the game just aren't that powerful. Like, the most ideal way to play these small maps right now is to have a riot shield on your back, and it appears that Infinity Ward heard people say that the riot shield needs nerf or that the riot shield needs fixed, and they thought to themselves, all right, well, just go ahead and fix it. And this is what they did. They reduced the movement speed with the riot shield out, not when it's on your back, but when it's actually out. They reduced melee damage to make it so it's a 3-hit kill, although it's not always a 3-hit kill. As you guys can see here, this is going to be a clip coming in from White Ape 97 over on Reddit, and as you guys can see, straight up 3 hit markers right there. So it can sometimes be a 3-hit kill, maybe it's a 4-hit kill, we don't really know, it's kind of random. And then going back to the patch notes here, the shield movement animation improvement, which they're claiming that the actual like melee swing on the riot shield is now faster. I don't know. I don't have a side-by-side comparison. I did get gold on the riot shield before this nerf, and as you can see, I'm walking around a private match here. Is that faster? Is that slower? It seems kind of fast, but if you're talking 3 to 4 hits in standard game modes with a riot shield to get a kill, doesn't matter how fast it is, man. It really doesn't. Then finally, longer switch time, pulling out throwing knife when riot shield is equipped. And that's like the one way that you can actually legitimately use a riot shield, is having the throwing knife be your primary source of kills. And they nerfed that as well. And meanwhile, to my understanding, and we might have to have somebody like Ace or JGod or whoever actually test this out, but then again, they would have to have like old footage and stuff like that as well, I suppose. But having the riot shield on your back protects you from all sorts of bullets and whatnot. Who knows? This could be like Vanguard, where when you're shooting at somebody with a riot shield on their back and their front is to you, there may be hit detection issues like we saw back in Vanguard. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's no downside to having it on your back. It's super frustrating to deal with. It really is. And Infinity Ward just made it so the actual riot shield itself is pretty much pointless. I mean, it's, God, I don't know how. Like, I got gold on the shield and I saw to get the platinum challenges, I had to get 2 kills within 10 seconds of each other 10 different times. So basically a pretty quick double kill, and that's going to require you to hit them 6 to 8 times in standard game modes. There's no way that's going to happen. You might say go play tier 1. You go play tier 1 with a riot shield. That sounds terrible. Who wants to go do that? So yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Orion grind, I imagine most people, myself included, are just going to be skipping the knife and the shield and using the DLC weapons to get those platinum challenges done, then the polyatomic challenges done, then subsequently finally unlock Orion. But yeah, so very tone deaf. I don't know what they were thinking with this right here, and we're gonna have to wait and see if any changes are going to be happening in the coming days. Moving along here, if you're somebody, and I know a lot of you guys do this, which is odd and also somewhat flattering, a lot of you guys don't even play COD anymore, and you still keep up with it though, and you watch my videos, and I really appreciate that. I actually hear that all the time in my comments. Well, Modern Warfare 2 is free as of right now. From December 15th until December 19th, Modern Warfare 2 is free. Of course, you have to download it, and there's only 2 separate playlists you can play. but it is free. You can play third person or you can play first person. You can actually run around. I believe you'll be able to level up and stuff like that. And so if you do decide that you want to purchase the game after playing it while it's during this free event, you know, you'll keep your progress going forward. You know, it's free. I mean, there you go. I figured I'd mention that for you guys. And also right now, Double XP and Double Weapon XP is currently live on all platforms. Again, from December 15th until December 19th, the same time frame as the Modern Warfare 2 free event. So hop in the shipment if you own the game. I mean, the levels are insane. The weapon levels are insane. It's time to grind, boys. It's time to, you know, finish up all these challenges and things like that. And one final bit of news here. Now, this is something I was unaware of because the UI, it's one of those things, man, like the UI in Modern Warfare 2 is so convoluted that my eyes don't even focus when I'm using it anymore. I just go through. How long have custom loadouts been here? Were they just added yesterday? I have no idea. I really don't, but custom loadouts are now a thing. You can save up to 5 of them, and as you can see, I just put together, I can't be bothered to put proper attachments on here, so I just ran through really quickly, made the swag P5, and there you go, right? You have yourself a custom loadout, but here's the thing. There's a bug happening right now, which may be patched in the future, but if you want to exploit it, I mean, I don't know. Don't risk your account, I suppose, but I don't imagine this is necessarily going to be a bannable offense. But if you go into private match, and you make a custom loadout, if you guys don't know, in private match, you have access to like all the guns, all the attachments, and all the everything. You can go make a custom loadout in a private match, save that custom blueprint loadout or whatever, and then load that up in multiplayer. As you guys can see, I put the MP5 there in a private match, put it all together, went in the multiplayer, put it up there, and there it is. You know, so if you want to use a gun, like let's say you have a, you know, an LMG or something like that, that you just don't want to level through and wait for the attachments, even though it's double weapon XP, you can go put on all the best attachments, make a loadout with it, and then of course jump into multiplayer using that exact same loadout, and then there you go. You have all the stuff, and of course you'll still level up your gun and unlock the attachments that you're already using. But yeah, the custom blueprints, loadouts, wherever you want to call them, there you go. It's a bug right now, and I'm sure lots and lots of people are definitely messing around with it. But guys, that is all, I suppose, for this video here today. Just kind of like this little quick news roundup from Modern Warfare 2 as we get further here into Season 1 Reloaded. We do know that winter shipment, once again, will be coming out on December 21st. That'll be after the free event is over, so that's also after Double XP and Double Weapon XP are gone. So, you know, it's one of those times where you may think to yourself, like, let's just wait. You know, I'll just wait a little bit, and then, you know, before you know it, the entire event is gone, and then you're going to miss all that Double Weapon XP. So if you can carve out some time, I highly recommend it. If you're like me and you're going for Orion, you want to, you know, there's certain guns I'm dreading, right? I'm not much of a light machine gun guy. I have a very mobile play style, I suppose, whenever I'm playing on like normal maps and stuff. So using LMGs is just annoying to me, even though you can kind of make them hybrids like they're assault rifles. But, you know, taking those LMGs, leveling them up on shipment, doing all the challenges on shipment, then just getting them out of the way, that's a good move, right? Whereas the assault rifles and the submachine guns and all that, you can level those up on any map. But then again, that's the fun of shipment. You can literally just use whatever gun you want and you'll do just fine, because that's the very nature of the map itself. And it's nice to watch those levels go up and up and up and up. But as always, I'll be here with you guys every step of the way as more updates and stuff happen. There are still a number of bugs and issues that came out with Season 1 Reloaded yesterday that Infinity Ward has not addressed. They haven't even like mentioned anything to the community so far, and with it being so close to Christmas, I'm wondering if we're even going to get any updates, or if it's going to be a situation like we had last year with Vanguard, where Sledgehammer Games was basically on vacation the entire time and the multiplayer severely suffered as a result. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to play out, but once again, I'll be here with you guys every step of the way as we learn more and as that story develops. But for right now, that's all for this video here today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.